Happy Memorial Day, my fellow countrymen, my fellow Americans. Contrary to what everyone tries to use Memorial Day for, it is a day to acknowledge and pay homage to those brothers and sisters who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, those that have given their lives in defense of our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and our ability to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Today, I'm honestly a little bit frustrated. I was noticing some communication that was going on via the social media, and one of my friends put up a article about this virus and a study that was done on how it travels, its ability to transfer from one person to another. And basically, it was in opposition to a lot of the studies that are out there screaming that if you don't have symptoms, that you are absolutely going to transfer this to someone. Well, this particular study showed that out of 400 and something people being in contact with one person that didn't show any symptoms, not a single one of them ended up getting sick. So, a friend put it up on Facebook, a couple of people actually, and a good old loyalist, the ones that stood with Britain during the American Revolution, those that turned coat and weren't willing to fight and stand for what they believe in, but are quick to try to ridicule and criticize others for what they do, had the gall to try to criticize them privately instead of having the backbone to do it publicly. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to think myself of the 3%. 3% in reference to what was supposedly the 3% of the colonists that fought in the American Revolution in opposition to Britain. Now, I'm sorry that you loyalists are prima donnas, have no backbone, have to have everything handed to you because you don't know the meaning or have worked an honest day in your life to understand the value of hard work. But things don't come free. And the First Amendment was one of them. Now, you cannot like what someone says. Totally fine. It's America. You're allowed to do that. But if you're going to have an opinion and open your mouth and act so self-righteous that you are spreading disinformation about a virus, then guess what? You better be willing to hold to your opinions and back them up. Otherwise, keep your mouth shut. The point of the First Amendment isn't so others can police you and shut you up and tell you what you can and cannot say, or like this new tracking system they have in place to keep track of who's talking to who came in contact with who. Oh, are they spreading false information that is contrary to, I don't know, the New World Order, or, I don't know, the mainstream media? No, the First Amendment is and was created and defended for people to have the right to express their opinions and to have discourse about it. Discourse. Conversation. That doesn't mean that you get to hide behind your little keyboard and sit around and snipe people with your little comments. And then when given the opportunity to talk about it and voice your opinions, you go crawl in a bunker. The men and women that laid down their life so that we might live our lives here on this earth until such time as the good Lord sees fit to take us all home, because He is going to take us home. You can't escape the fact that one day your life on earth is going to end. Nothing you can do is going to change that. Contrary to what you want to believe, He still wins in the end. The men and women that we are recognizing this Memorial Day didn't lay down their lives so that we would just roll over to loyalists who have no opinions for themselves, won't stand by anything, but are quick to criticize others on what they think is right. Stand up for what you believe in. Don't be afraid to voice it, and get out there and do something. You know, you've heard it said, all that's needed for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Well, God's going to do whatever He chooses to do with this world. And one day, every knee is going to bend and every head will bow. Because you're not going to be able to stand up because His glory is going to be too bright. But in the meantime, we need to fight. Fight for His kingdom. Fight for what is right. Even if you don't believe in God, you should see the common sense, have the common sense to know that if someone tells you that you can't talk, that you have to take a shot, that you can't go out of your house, that you can't eat this, you can't do that, eventually it turns in pretty much to a socialist country, and depending on the setting, a dictatorship. I didn't sign up for that. Brothers and sisters that died defending our freedoms didn't sign up for that. So, to my countrymen, to the 3%, hopefully to the 3% that is growing, as your eyes are being opened to what is good and true and wholesome in this world, fight the good fight. Share your opinions. Don't back down from them. There's nothing wrong with it. Stay strong. Have a good Memorial Day.